Hello, welcome back to my workshop. Right, we have another ratchet. This one is completely locked up. This is a Halfords, you say it around that way. It's a Halfords ratchet, completely locked up, no matter what you do. So we are going to pull this apart and investigate. We have 3 crosshead screws. Hopefully we won't get lots of bits fly out. Oh, we'll lose those. And now we've got that out, we're just going to use that one to just up a little bit. And then get in with the tweezers. Quite a chunky bit of metal. And off that comes. Right. So that's the so that is not the bit we wanted to take off really. I'll put that one back on. Flip that over and pull this one off. Right, so appears okay. Don't much care for the plastic. Screwdriver land. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me just put that down there. Okay, so that works by flipping that. I can see where the problem is, that's a bit stiff. Okay, that's just a bit grimy, and now I'm going to go and pull that out and give that a brush off. Meanwhile, here we have this little spring. And I'm not quite sure which way around that goes. Right. So that will go in like that. That was a mistake, pulling that apart like that. Not sure where that goes. Oh no, I can see where that goes. That goes down there somewhere. That, right. So that little spring there obviously goes between those two. Right, so figured out how it goes back together. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to go and pull those bits out and just give this a little bit of a dust off of all this detritus, because that's going to make it work better when it's put together. Brush that off. You can see this is made out of a fairly thick lump of steel. I'm going to this a brush off so we can put a little bit of oil on it and make it work a little bit better, only a tiny drop. Where will I put the oil? It's here somewhere. Oh, it is, it's under my nose. Then we will show you how this thing goes together and how it works. Now that it does, right, a tiny drop of oil on there. That's a clean. and you can see those are quite those teeth mean business. And that's just a straightforward hardened pin. Right, so the business of how it goes back together again. So this arm here just slides up and down. It is retained or in its place by this spring here. Rather not retained, but this is the bit that makes it go from as far up as it goes to as far back as it goes. So that's what makes it click from there to there. Okay, and that spring is what does that. And what you need to do is look at that, and you can see that this loop goes in the moving part because it's thicker, and the other pin rather goes in the other part. So we're going to go and put that into there, and then we need to pick up the tweezers, those tweezers there, manipulate that one into the other hole. Hold on, I need to use a different tweezers. Right. You could also use a I think now. Hold on. Pair of long nose pliers. Right, so there we go. So now that will run, flick up there like that, and down there like that. This is the spring that operates that, and that clips into that hole there, and runs along the back here. You then need, there we go. So, as this moves along, from there to there, you can see that that is what springs against this. Now you can see that it can't turn that way, but it can turn that way. Okay, and then when you push it back the other way, you can see how that runs. Okay, now this, put that down there for a sec. This is the bit that slides in here. That hole's off centre. Okay, you can't put this through here because that is in the centre. So you need to put this one through here first, and then that can slide over like that. You can see why there. So we're going to put this in, and we're all the way back there. So we can now just drop this on top here. That should just about, there we go. Okay, now we can put the screws back in. These don't need to be mega tight, albeit these are hardened screws, so they will take a bit of tightening. There we go. Tight, tight, and tight. We can now put this on here. We can see oh, hold on. That's jammed. Not quite free running enough. Okay. Just loosen those two screws off slowly. There we go. That was too hard and it was squeezing that. So that's now working perfectly that way. Working perfectly that way. So that is now fixed. The only thing I would say is that if you do break one of these have a lifetime guarantee. They're not very good ratchets. You should, and I should have, take this back to Halfords and say, it's got a lifetime guarantee, swap it for a decent one please. Next time it breaks I will do. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Hit the notification bell and yeah, leave a comment. Thank you for watching.